Good morning. I want to take a few minutes this morning to clear the air on, on a few things. A number of people have been expressing some concern about me leaving to go to Haiti on Thursday, and just wanted to take some time this morning and kind of talk about that and kind of clear this up a little bit. Just kind of have everybody understand my thoughts a little bit better and have a little bit better understanding of who I am and why I do what I do and all that good stuff. And so what this is basically going to be is basically just the thought patterns, I guess, that I've been going through since this started happening Sunday. For those of you who don't know, Sunday afternoon I started having some chest pains. Wasn't real bad. I mean, it was fairly mild, but just enough to kind of worry me with my family's health history. And so I went to the doctor. They ran some tests, put me in the hospital overnight. I ended up staying for a couple nights. And then they let me go Tuesday morning, and I'm waiting on some tests, and there's some insurance stuff that has to get taken care of first, and so I don't know when I'm going to get to have them. But anyway, that was Sunday, and there's been a lot of stuff said, a lot of people asking questions, a lot of talk. So I just wanted to take a moment, and just kind of get this out there and say what I need to say, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not usually the kind of person that feels like I need to explain or justify everything that I do. But there's enough people that are expressing concern. I know that's what they're doing, but I want to get the air cleared up on this. And so I'm just going to talk a little bit about what's happened. First of all, I did not have a heart attack. That's the only thing right now that the doctors are certain of. They've ran all the tests and cardiac enzymes and EKGs and whatever, all those stuff they do to you. And, they all say that, okay, you didn't have a heart attack. So we do know that. They don't really know what caused the pain. Other than the only thing I've really heard is that it's anywhere ranging from a heart issue to gas. So I mean, it could be anything really, and they don't know yet. So I hate basing decisions in my life based on what ifs, and since we don't really know anything at all, that's kind of part of my reason for my decision making here. I've had no pain since Monday. Monday night about 7:30 was the last time I'd had any pain. I mean, other than like a headache or something, I've had a couple off and on little headaches from the medicine they gave me in the hospital. And that's just a side effect of some of the stuff they gave me. So I mean, there's nothing right now to actively worry about. So I don't, I'm not worried and stressed about that. They let me go. The doctor released me from the hospital Tuesday. Monday he was actually going to let me go home Monday evening, but he said just for his comfort, since I'd had some more pain, he'd feel better if I stayed. So I stayed. I had no pain from that point on, and then he said, okay, we'll let you go home. You can just do your test, and then we'll see. And no one has said, hey Chris, Haiti might not be a good idea. No doctors. Let me get that cleared up, because a lot of people have said, hey Chris, Haiti might not be a good idea, but none of those people are medical professionals who've been doing tests on me. The doctors haven't said, hey Chris, Haiti might not be a good idea. I've made it clear to them that I fully intend on leaving Thursday to go to Haiti, and so the fact that they aren't saying no to me kind of says, well, it's not that bad. They're not that worried. And I guess the kind of the biggest thing in this whole thing is that I just trust God. I mean, I know that's kind of a catch-all kind of statement that a lot of people use, but I really do. I really believe that I've been praying a lot about this because honestly, Sunday afternoon I was having a lot of questions. I was really wondering, is this God trying to tell me, hey Chris, that's enough, you need to slow down, or is this just Satan trying to trying to distract me from what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't think it's any small coincidence that this week in Haiti we're supposed to be training on faith. We're doing faith training with the church down there. Sunday morning I'm preaching a sermon on faith. I actually kind of think that I've been just kind of smiling about that, because I think this is just hey, where's yours at? If you're going to teach other people, or is yours where it needs to be? And so like I said, I've been praying a lot, and I just took James's advice. James chapter 1 verses 5 and 6. Anyone without knowledge, let him ask, and God will give it to you. And he said, just don't doubt. Just ask in faith. And so that's what I've done. I've just said, God, look, I don't know. I'm not, this is a little scary. I don't know what's going on. Medical staffs in Haiti aren't quite as top notch as we got here in the United States. And is this something I need to do? And or is this just Satan trying to throw something in front of me to keep me from doing your work? And so basically, I just Monday night I just prayed this prayer, and I kind of wrote. It was exactly right, but I just kind of wrote it down just so I can kind of show you guys what my thought process was. I said, Father, you're the one who's put this burden for the nation of Haiti in my heart. You're the one that's led me there and provided every need on each of my trips, including this one. Every need on this trip has been met. You've given me this passion and this vision to see Haiti changed. So Lord, if it's your will that I not go, I need to know for sure. I need. If you say no, then no's the answer. But I need to know for sure. I need a wall. I need you to put up a wall and say, Chris, I don't want you going. And unless there's a wall, I'm going to go. And like I said, that was Monday night. That was pretty much what I said. I may not be word for word, but that was what was in my heart as I was praying. That was my thought process as I was praying. And really, if anything, since Monday night, walls have come down. Like I said, the pain is gone. There's no more pain. The doctor let me go from the hospital. This test that I'm supposed to have is kind of getting shuffled around, put on hold, looks like, from the insurance deal. And the doctors aren't saying, we really don't want you to go if we don't have the test. So, I really feel like God heard me and said, no, I want you to go, and let me show you. I'll take this stuff out of the way just to show you that I want you to go. So having said all that, and I know some people are like, well, Chris, how do you know this heart problem isn't a wall? Well, when I ask God to put up a wall, He knows that I'm saying, I want a wall that I can't get through. I want you to say without a doubt. And there's not been a without a doubt thing. So, when God puts up a wall, man's not going through it. And that's what I'm talking about. So, like I said, having said all this, my plan is Thursday evening, 8:05, I'm going to be on a plane, and I'm going to be heading for Haiti. And I know that that doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people. And I have heard a lot about it from a lot of people. And that's why I'm doing this, because I want you to understand why I'm doing it. This is not macho Chris trip. This isn't go to Haiti to prove a point. This isn't I'm not trying to make myself feel better. I honestly believe this is what God's put me here for. At least for the time being, this is what He wants me doing. And I know that it doesn't make sense. I know that a lot of people are going, but what would have happened if a couple thousand years ago, guys like Paul and Peter, John, what if they'd have said, it's kind of dangerous, and maybe not the best time to do this. I probably shouldn't do it. I'm just not going to go. I hate to think where we would be as a society today, as bad as things are right now, where we would be as a society today had those men not taken the risk. And I was reminded of Paul's words in Acts chapter 20 when he's addressing the Ephesian elders, and I'm just going to read this passage to you real quick. It says, This is verses 22 through 24 in Paul's address to the Ephesian elders, which is, like I said, it's in Acts chapter 20. I believe I got that right. Yeah, chapter 20. It starts in verse 17, but this part I'm just going to read to you, verse 22 through 24. It says, "And now behold, I am going to Jerusalem, constrained by the Spirit." Constrained by the Spirit, those are big words. He is literally in bondage. He is bound by the Spirit, not knowing what will happen to me there, except that the Holy Spirit testifies to me in every city that imprisonment and afflictions await me. But I do not account my life of any value, nor precious to myself, if only I may finish my course and the ministry that I received from the Lord Jesus to testify to the gospel of the grace of God. And, I've got goosebumps right now just hearing those words and thinking about those words. And, that's what this is all about. I don't matter. I'm good. God's got me taken care of, and it's my job to help others get where I am. There are people in Haiti, there are people right here in Dardanelle, and I do what I can to help people here in Dardanelle and talk to people here in Dardanelle. But, right now God's saying, hey, I need you to go to Haiti, and I want you to train up these leaders so that they can go out and train other people. And that's what we're doing. And, the bottom line is if it's God's will that I die in Dardanelle, Haiti, then that's what I want. And if it's God's will that I spend the rest of my life making periodic trips to Haiti, doing training with different churches, then that's what I want. And if it's God's will that I never go to Haiti again, that's what I want. I want to do what it is that He wants me to do. And so I just ask Him, and I say, I'm kind of an idiot. And, the guys on my Monday night Bible study group, we have a group of guys that get together, and it's a great group of guys. And we've kind of got this little saying that we've come up with. We're kind of thick. We're basically idiots, and so God, we need billboards. And I think when it's something that you're really asking Him and praying hard for, if you're asking for a billboard, He's going to give you one. And He's given me some signs saying yes, but He hasn't said anything. I haven't seen anything saying no. So I just want to ask for your prayers. I know a lot of people have been praying for me. My Facebook page has been covered with it, and I appreciate that. It means a lot to me to know that I've got that many people out there praying for me, and I've got a lot of text messages and phone calls, and really reassuring to know that there are that many people lifting you up to God. I just almost it's kind of like there's no way I can't be fine. You got that many people asking for God to heal you or fix whatever it is that's wrong. I just kind of go, well, I guess He heard Him and listened, because I feel fine now. But do continue to pray, not just for me, but for my team. We'll be leaving Thursday evening. Rhonda George and Mike Smith and myself heading down to Darbone. Spend some time out there doing some training with the leaders at Faith Baptist Church. But also pray for my family. They're kind of in the same boat y'all are. They really don't understand. They don't look and see, hey, Dad's doing what God wants. They say, hey, Dad's risking, this is kind of dangerous, and they want me here, and I understand that. And I know that their concern is because they love me, and but I also know that we have to do, God has to come first. And if God's saying, Chris, this is where I want you, I believe He's going to take care of me. He's took care of me every other time down there. And every other time I've ever done anything for that matter. So I'm just putting my trust in that. Put my trust in Him that, this is what He wants me to do, and He's going to get me through it. And it's not going to be easy. There's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be hardships along the way. There's going to be, the apostles spent days in jail and got beat. I've had some chest pain, and there's going to be all kinds of stuff that tries to hold you up and tries to stop us. And I'm not trying to say that I'm, in any way a better person, a better Christian than anybody else, and I'm not saying I want you to try to be like me. For goodness sakes, if your goal is to be like me, you're going to fail, because I fail. Okay, so please don't think that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be like anybody else. I'm not trying to be like Paul or Peter. I want to be like Christ, and that's where we should all be. We should all be trying to be like Christ. Christ didn't count the cost. Christ came to earth and gave everything that he had to fulfill God's will. And I want, when my life draws to a close, I want to be able to pray those words that he prayed. I want to be able to look to God and say, as in John 17:4, I glorified you on earth, having accomplished the work that you gave me to do. I want to be able to say that. I want to be able to look God in the eyes and say, you sent me, you put it in me, I did it. And I know that's sometimes hard. I don't imagine it was very easy for the Ephesian elders when they were standing there saying goodbye to Paul, who was a dear friend of theirs. I don't imagine it was easy for Peter's wife, time after time after time, pulling him out of jail or bandaging him up where he'd been beaten. It's never been easy for men who followed a calling. It's never been easy for men who said, I give all. And, I so desperately wish more people would just say, I give all, and mean it. I think a lot more people would understand if we would just get to a point where we would say that the only thing that matters is Christ, and the only thing that matters is doing God's work. Everything else is secondary. And so that's pretty much it. I don't know if that helps. I don't know if that clears the air up in here or not. I hope you understand a little bit better now. I love you all very much, and I do thank you for your prayers and for your concerns. And I know that everything that you've said has been said because of your concern. And I hope you understand my heart. I hope you understand why I do what I do, and why no matter what, unless God puts up a wall and says, Chris, you're not going, Thursday night, 8:05, I'm on a plane. And I'm going to be trusting him the whole way. I love you guys, and thank you very much. Bye now.